Well, good evening, good afternoon, traders. This is Wellens Minter, your your instructor, right? I call myself an instructor or a coach, whatever the case may be. But I'm here to help you guys become a more effective trader, someone who can actually earn some money in the markets. Hopefully, I'm that guy that helps you do that. There's no guarantee, but if you go ahead and put forth the effort and the study time and the practice, there's no reason why you can't extract an income from the Forex market or trading indices and other pairs in the market going forward. So today's session is going to be I'm going to be talking about scalping and how to approach it and how you can actually earn potentially, right? Potentially $1,500 a month scalping the market. Okay. So depending on your trading style, this is one of many trading styles. I'm going to be talking about becoming a scalper. A scalper focuses really pretty much on the 15-minute time frame and analyzes the 5 and 3 minute time frame, either or, as far as charting up the charts and things of that nature, and then executing your trade in the 1 minute or entering the trade in the 1 minute. The goal um, that I would suggest is just a suggestion. It could be more, it could be less. It's totally depending on your goal. But going forward, $25 should be the goal, right? $25 um, by trading this 3 times a day. That would equate to $75 for the day, right? So if you traded 3 times throughout that day, and the goal for each trade is to hit $25 per trade, you should go ahead and that equates to about $75. $75. Okay. Now there's five days in a week, right? Monday through Friday. 5 days in a week. And in those 5 days, if you times it by 75, that equates to $375 for the week, right? Now there's 4 weeks in a month. So go ahead and put 4 weeks in a month. And in those 4 weeks, that's going to equate to $1,500 for the month. Okay. So that's the goal. $25 3 times a day, right? 25 times three is $75. So really the goal is $75 for the day. But every time you submit a trade, you should try to get that trade to at least $25. All right. By setting appropriate stop losses, take profits, and monitoring your trade throughout that day. Okay. So we're going to go into the charts and take a look at to see how exactly can you execute this plan or goal or strategy and extract an income of $1,500 a month. Now, what would you do with that $1,500 a month? Would it pay down a bill? Would it allow you to go to a nice fancy dinner with your loved ones? Would it allow you to give some of that money away to a loved one or a charity or even to your church? Um, would it be able to help you help somebody in your family that's fallen on hard times? Um, would it help pay a bill? Would it help pay towards the rent or the mortgage? So it's an extra $1,500. That's the great thing about becoming a trader, right? You are your own bank. You are the person who's going to execute trades to extract money to come out of the market. That way you could live the lifestyle you want or pay down a bill that you might have, right? So the goal, this is the strategy, but the goal is whatever you're going to, do with that money, right? That's in essence the dream. Once I make the $1,500, I'm going to do this with the money. Okay. So let's go ahead and dive into the charts and take a look to see what I'm talking about. All right, so let me pull this up here. Okay, this is NAS 100. I'm going to take a look at NAS 100. It's a very volatile currency. Okay, well, let's take a look to see what we can find in NAS 100. Now, again, the best time to trade NAS 100, in my opinion, is between 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. And again, at 2 o'clock to 4 o'clock. So if you happen to be in front of the charts or in the market during that time frame, you might want to analyze those particular sessions and see what you can extract from the market during that time frame. So let's go to Friday, which is the 22nd. We're going to do 10 a.m. Okay. All right. So this is 10 a.m. Again, we want to start with the 15-minute time frame. Okay. So we're going to go to the 15-minute. We are on the 15-minute time frame. And we're over here at 10 a.m. Let's mark it out. Okay. To about 11 o'clock. Okay. So that's the first thing I'm going to do is put these sessions in as far as blocks, right? So this is a 15-minute, and we're going to look at open it up a little bit. And then we're going to drop down to the 5-minute. Well, in the 15-minute, the first thing you want to do, that's after putting those lines there, you want to pretty much look at it before 10 a.m., right? To see what trend are we in, right? So that's the first thing you want to look at. All right, so let's do this. All right, so basically, pretend like 10 a.m. never happened, right? But you're gonna look at before 10 a.m. and you're gonna see that right here, somewhat of a downtrend, right? So you're gonna put your trend line right there. This is considered a downtrend right there. You have consecutive red candles going down, okay? Now you're gonna go to the 5-minute. Okay, so we're gonna pretty much look at the 5-minute and take a look to see what's going on with this trend line, right? Because we determined that it was a downtrend there, but then if we look right here, it started to trend upward, right? And now we got to put support and resistance levels. So we're going to put resistance up here. And support and resistance is pretty much the ceiling and the floor. So the ceiling is going to be resistance. Support is going to be the floor. So this is where the market came down at before it bounced off, as you can see, and started to go back up. And this is resistance where the market was at the high, and then it started to come down right here. Okay, now we do see a pattern here because it did come down, then went up, and came down again, right? So there's a little pattern there. But guess what? right next to that last red candle, what do we have that developed right after it? A bullish, this candle right here, a bullish engulfing candle, which is bigger than this candle right there. Okay. All right. So we're going to go down to the 1 minute now. Okay. And as you can see, my trend lines are on point based on the higher time frame, starting with the 15-minute. And this is how you want to mark up your charts to get a better understanding what's going on. Okay. Now, we're going to do a replay. And we're going to start with this bullish engulfing, which happened right here. Okay. Can't do it with this account. It's on my other account. Forgot I'm using a different laptop. All right, but let's pretend you didn't see what's developing after 10 o'clock. All right, so let's pretend all this stuff is not here. Okay, because what we want to do is enter this market for a quick scalp, right? Okay, so we'll put another trend line right here, as you can see. Okay, and then we had this happening right here. But look look what's there. A doji right here. A doji candle, which is a reversal. So if you had to put your trend line on these two candles down here, and you saw a doji candle, you can anticipate the market trending higher, right? Because this is a reversal candle. So this is where at 10 o'clock, you'd want to get in, okay, on this candle right here, because this candle is a bearish engulfing candle. It's bigger than this candle based on this doji. So this doji told you everything you needed to know. Okay. All right. So you would have entered right here for a quick scalp of one, two, three, four candles of profitability. Okay. And you entered on this candle and you're shooting for about a 1 to 3, let me see. If you put the stop loss right underneath that doji candle, you probably want to shoot for 1 to 5. No, a 1 to 3.5. Sorry about that. That's always a good gauge. Let's say that's 3.5, right? Even though it says 3.52. Sometimes I can't get exactly on the number. But about a 1 to 3.5, and you would have been in profit, okay, based on these candles right here. Quick scalp. So a scalper is a person that goes in and out of the market, is not really concerned about holding on to the trade for hours on end. It's this quick scalp. You would have been in profit, okay? Because if you would have entered in the 1 minute and you entered right here, it would have took you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes to hit your target. Okay, 5 minutes in duration. How many people, and now if you're shooting for $25, now you got to calculate what lot size you would have to have placed to get you to $25, right? Now, if you would have made the $25, ask yourself, how many people you know make $25 within 5 minutes? Okay. Some people, it takes them $25 in order to make $25 if they're making $10 an hour. right? It's like 2.5 hours in order to make $25, right? To make $30 at your job and you're making $10 an hour, that's 3 hours of work, right? But in this scenario, you made $25 in 5 minutes, within 5 minutes. How amazing is that? Okay. So I say that to impress upon you that this particular program, this particular strategy, this particular becoming a trader, a scalper for that matter, can reap you the rewards of profitability within no time if you know what you're looking for. Okay. That's why I always encourage you to read the Candlestick Bible book. Okay. I encourage you to start with the 15 minute. Okay. Start with your 15 minute, get your overall bias of the market by putting those trend lines in place, okay, like I did, and this is just a recap, okay. Then you put your support and resistance levels because you know that the market got at one point at this level, and it came all the way down to this level. So typically, what happens is once it gets down to this level, it bounces off, then it comes back and tries to retouch that level again and bounces off, right? Now, that's the 15 minute. Then you went down to the 5 minute, okay? And what did you do? You continued to track your trend line, right? You saw it was a downtrend, then it bounced off support and went higher. So now it's reversal there, okay? And then it reversed again right here with this candle, okay? Which is a hangman. This is a hangman right here, as you can see, okay? So it reversed there, right? And then you went down to the 1 minute to try to execute a trade, right? Within that 1 minute time frame. Okay. Starting at 10 o'clock. All right. And this is what you did. And what was your confluence? Your confluence was the doji candle right there, right? And again, you would have entered on this candle right here. Set your TP about 1 to 3.5. Okay. So you set your TP up here. As you can see, it hit it based on the reversal candle of another doji for it to go down, as you can see. See, dojis are reversals. All you got to notice, remember, is dojis are reversals. So it's going down. You see a doji went up. You see another doji, it's going down. You see another doji, it's going up. So you just pay attention to dojis, and it tells you a hint. Now, not 100% accurate all the time, but at the same time, once you see a doji, there's no reason why you can't, be proactive and execute a trade during the scalping session. All right, during the 1 minute session. Um, as because you were a scalper. Okay. So you set your TP up there, and then you're going to set your stop loss right there. Okay. Because should it have reversed before it hit your TP and then went in this direction here, right? If it would have went up, right, and then came back down, it'd have hit your stop loss and you would have protected your principal and, maybe lost 1%. Okay. But it didn't. It didn't hit your stop loss. It didn't even go down there. It went straight up to hit your TP for 1 to 3.5 in profit, which is kind of nice. Okay. So that's what a scalper does. A scalper starts with the 15-minute chart. Okay. Then comes down to the 5 minute, he or she. Okay, because women do this too. He or she goes down to the 5 minute and then execute his trade or her trade in the 1 minute. Okay. So that's all you really got to focus on. And now, so that's the first trade, right? Now remember, in order to make $75, you need two more trades. right? Two more trades. So within this hour, you're going to look for two more trades. Okay. And let's see if we can find another trade. All right. All right. So let's say you didn't see none of this on the right side. Okay. And you went with your bias of the market being on a downtrend based on your previous markup right here. Okay. So knowing that this is a huge downtrend, you want to see if there's going to be a continuation of the downtrend, because all of this right here is just a retracement, a pullback. All right. But you want to find out, okay, you want to take a look at what's the candles are saying during that time frame, right? Because you already made your $25 based on the first trade. Now you have two more trades to take, or if you make $50 in that second trade, you're done for the day. Okay, so looking at this, let me open it up. Remember, there's a doji there because you hit your TP and then you saw another doji. All of a sudden, you saw this huge candle right here, which is definitely a reversal, right? It's a bearish engulfing candle because it's bigger than that candle previously, right? So if you would have saw that, you would have said, oh, let me take action, maybe entered another trade at the close of this candle, right? So you would have took another trade. Let me erase this one right here. Would have took another trade right there. A short trade right on this candle. You entered there. You put your stop loss above, right? Above the doji, okay? And you stretch this out for another, maybe this one. Yeah, you could stretch it out for another one. Let's say 1 to 2, 1 to 3. This would be conservative. You want to stay around that area. What a 1 to 2.5? 1 to 2. Yeah, 1 to 2. Here we go. 1 to 2. All right. There's a 1 to 2. You would have won that trade. If you stretch this out within that hour, how many minutes do you have to wait for you to hit this trade? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Because each candle is a minute long. So 18th candle, 18th minutes in, you would have won the trade. Okay. They made another $25 or another $50, depending on your lot size. See, the lot size dictates how much you're going to make during that trade. Okay. And we'll have a conversation on lot sizes because it all depends on the size of your lot. The lot size will determine whether or not you hit that your set goal of $25 or $75 for the day. So that's your second trade. Okay. That's your second trade. Now, all of this here, it's a sideways consolidation. So there's not going to be another trade during the session, but that's okay because you still have between the hours of 2 and 4. You can go back into the market and see if you can find an opportunity between 2 and 4. So let's look at 2 and 4 real quick. All right. So we'll go to the 15-minute. Let's see if we can find one more trade set up. So we're doing Friday, 22nd. We're starting at 2 o'clock. So 12 o'clock, that'd be 1400 military time. So we'll go there because it's done in military time. So this is 2 o'clock right here. 2 o'clock is right there. And we're looking for one final opportunity to get into this market before the market closes at 4. Okay. Because 4 o'clock is $1,600. 1,600 hours. 16. 16. All right. So as you can see, even though we see it already, you would have to have found, you would have to have indicated on the left side whether or not this is going to go back in your direction, right? Some of the indicators here, if you were to look at these candles, there's only one candle really that I could take a look at that would tell me it would be a reversal. Because right now it's just trending upward right here, right? Starting from here, all of this before 2 o'clock is an uptrend, right? It's an uptrend. Okay. But there's a candle here that says get ready for a reversal. I don't know if you guys can see that candle. Let me erase this. This candle right here is another doji. It says get ready for a sell. Okay. And then we have a tweezer top right here, right before or at 2 o'clock, actually. 2 o'clock presents a tweezer top, which is a reversal. Especially if it's giving you a red candle here, tweezer tops. If it's red, it's going to go reverse down. If it's green, it goes up. So the tweezer top is what this is. And as you can see, if you were to enter to trade at the bottom of this red candle, you would have got into the trade, right? Let's see. See, there's a fake out doji candle right here. It's a total fake out. I'm trying to tell you that's going to go up, but it's not. You got to be aware of those fake outs as well. But let's do this. Close of this candle. A little reversal right there, but you're going to set your stop loss right above it. And you're going to shoot for, this was going to be about a 1.5. 1.5, 1.55 or 1.5. If you guys not using this tool, it's a really good tool to use to gauge. And again, depending on your lot size, you're shooting for that extra last $25 for the day because this is your third trade. All right, so 1.5, even though it says 1.51. But 1.5 is what you're shooting for. Depending on your lot size, you're shooting for $25 to be made before 4 o'clock, which is the close on the market. And you could do this, use this strategy with any pair, okay, not just NAS 100. You could also use it for GBP USD, Euro USD. You could choose the same strategy for gold, silver. Okay, so practice this strategy, back test it, okay, back test it, read the candles before you execute a trade, see what direction you're going, because your overall direction, if we were to look at the higher time frames, the overall direction, if I'm not mistaken, was Let me see. Yeah, it was a downtrend. It says red candle. Yeah, see? That's the overall direction of the downtrend. So you pretty much were looking for sell orders, but you did execute a buy order as well on the reversal. All right. But yeah, try it out. Let me know how it goes. Put it in the comment section. 3 trades a day. Don't overtrade. See, one of the reasons why a lot of traders don't succeed is that they overtrade. That's the first thing you gotta stop doing, which I'm actually I'm practicing what I preach. I'm actually executing 1 or 2, 3 trades a day tops. Okay. Because I know that sometimes there's an urge to get into a trade. You think it's a perfect setup and you rush to get into a trade, but take your time. 1 to 3 trades a day, right? And make sure you have a block of time that you trade. Okay. Some of you guys got 9 to 5, so you probably can't trade during those times. So you might want to trade between 8 and 10 p.m. All right. To grab a scalp trade and to make an extra $25, $50, $75 for the day. Okay, because if we go back to my notes, I started off telling you guys that if you practice being a scalper, you want to start with a 15-minute, mark up your charts in the 15-minute, the 5-minute, or the 3-minute. But enter the market at a 1 minute. Goal is $25. So it depends on your lot size. Okay. Highly depends on your lot size. Because with higher lot sizes requires higher risks. So that's important. Okay. So keep that in mind. Okay. Now your goal could be less than that. It might be maybe make $10, maybe make $5, just to test to see the system works. Your goal might be higher than that. Maybe I need to make $50 or $100. And again, it depends on your lot size. But practice, 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 because you're going to do this. You're going to execute this strategy three times a day for to hit a goal of $75 for that particular day. And you're going to do that every day for 5 days. There's 5 days in a week. It'll be $375. Okay, now you're going to do this in your demo account before you start a real account. Okay, see if you could do this within 1 month, right? See if you can hit $1,500 in 1 month. It's 375 times 4 weeks. It's $1,500 in 1 month. So if you could do this in 30 days, okay, try it again the second month because we're in March is almost over. Okay, but April, you could start in April, okay, and see how you did the whole month of April. Or you could start Monday and count 30 days out. So that's up to you. Okay, see if this strategy worked for you. And make sure you keep a journal of activity, a daily journal to see, okay, did you win the trade that day? Did you lose a trade that day? Okay. Um, did you set your stop losses? Did it hit your stop loss? Notate that, okay, with a timestamp and a date, right? Did you hit your take profit? Timestamp that in your journal, and then come back to me and let me know how you did. Okay. Now, if you're not linked up with me, you might want to put a comment in the comment section and say, hey, I want to be part of your Facebook group or your Facebook chat. That way, you're linked up with me, and also Telegram. I'm going to start putting stuff in my Telegram group for you guys as well. I haven't been as active as I should in Telegram, but I'm going to be more so going forward. But I'm very active in my group and very active in the chat. But let me know how you guys do with this. Um, I'm going to also practice what I preach and do this next week, and then give you guys my report card. Okay. Um, so stay tuned for that. So that way, maybe next week you'll see how I've done for the week based on this strategy, and I'll keep a journal as well. That way, you guys could look over my shoulder and see how I did. But with that being said, thank you so much for just listening to today's bootcamp training. I'll be back on here next week. This recording is a little late because I had some errands to do earlier today. I couldn't put it out at 12 p.m. like I normally do. But I wanted to make sure that I got it done today anyway, before the day was out. So comment, give me a thumbs up, share, let people know that this content is available. I do this every Saturday to give you guys value, to give you guys a strategy, and to give you point you in the right direction. Hopefully, this is helping you with your trading plan, with your strategy, um, because you may watch YouTube and see all these gurus make all this money, but you eventually will become a guru. But you got to start small. You got to start with little goals. Because when you're consistent with the little goals, $25 here, $75 there, then you can increase your lot size and get bigger money, right? Earn bigger cash, right? Because now you're consistent. You said, okay, I can make it with 20. I can hit the goal at 25. Now let me strive for a higher goal. All right. So with that being said, again, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, subscribe. That way you get notifications of future videos. And then share the channel with others. Okay. I do this for the benefit of you guys. All right. With that being said, thanks for watching, and you all have a wonderful week. Happy trading.